Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. This is Sharon and my video today is going to go over the setup for my April 2020 budget. Here's my budget layout. All the stickers that you see here today I created, and they're also available for sale in my Etsy shop if you're interested in purchasing stickers for the month of April, and I also have the month of May loaded for purchase as well. So as I expressed in my previous budget video for March, I do not disclose my income. However, I will share with you all of my variable and fixed expenses for the month and how I budget, as well as come back and tell you on a weekly basis how I'm doing regarding what I've spent out of my cash envelopes for those areas which I decide to weekly check in for. Okay, so my sources of income, let me just zoom you in for a minute. My sources of income include my salary because I do work full-time. I also receive rental income because I have a rental property. And then I also receive disability because I am a veteran. And so for my variable expenses, I'm just going to start out with those areas that I use cash envelopes for, because I do use the cash envelope method for budgeting. So my first category is my variable expenses, and it's my allowance. Next I have my beauty. I don't weekly check in for my beauty cash envelope, but I do kind of track it in my tracker, whatever I spend throughout the month. I also have eating out, I have gas, grooming, I have household, I have my kids, groceries. Next I have a mortgage, and last but not least, unbudgeted, which I don't budget anything for, but I like to keep this in my spread so that if I have any unbudgeted expenses that I haven't planned for, I have a place to capture those. So for my allowance, I'm going to keep this the same at $100. For my beauty, I'm budgeting $60. For eating out, I'm budgeting $150. And yes, we're not sitting down in any restaurants due to the current climate, but we may order like takeout or for pickup or something like that. For my gas, I'm going to lower my budget this month for gas to $150, and I may not even use that, but that's because I'm not driving to work. I've been working from home for the last 2.5 weeks, so that's going to continue for the next few weeks at least. So I'm only going to budget $150, and I'll just carry over whatever I need to at the end of the month if I don't use it. For grooming, I'm going to budget $150. For household, I'm budgeting $50 because I've pretty much stocked up on everything that I need to. For the kids, I generally budget $40. And groceries for this month, as I spoke about in my previous video, I'm going to lower my budget for groceries this month because I kind of stocked up and went over budget at the end of March just because I didn't want to have to continue to keep going out every week for groceries. So I intentionally went over with the intention of lowering my budget for the month of April. So I'm going to lower it to $350. And then my mortgage is $1,347.03. And the reason why I'm adding my mortgage to the variable side is because this is for my rental property. And given the fact that many people are struggling to make ends meet, I'm adding it to my variable side for this month in the event my tenant does not pay their rent. So that's always a possibility. I still don't have confirmation yet that my management company received the rent. So I'm just adding it to my variable column in the event I have to fund it. And unbudgeted, as I discussed, is $0 because I don't budget anything for the unbudgeted column. I add whatever needs to be added if I have an unbudgeted expense, which I'm happy to let you guys know. If you didn't see my previous videos, I did not have an unbudgeted expense for March, which was great. Just gonna go ahead and add this column up. So I have 100 plus 60 plus 150 plus 150 plus 150 plus 50, 40, 350, 1347.03. Yep. 97.03. Okay, and then on my fixed side, I'm going to start off with my car note. So for childcare, in the event my children do go back to school at the end of April, I'll have to pay for the month of May, which will be paid this month. So I still want to plan for it. Next I have college fund, my home warranty, my house account. And what that is just monies that I set aside for anything that we may need to do for around the house. My life insurance. If you don't have life insurance as a part of your budget and you have someone that depends on you, if for some reason you are not here, I recommend that you look into getting a policy. Next, I have my sinking funds. I also have my True Green, which is my lawn care service. And then last but not least, I have my 52-week challenge. And so I'm just gonna go in right quickly and just fill out the amounts. For my car note, that's $440. For child care, it's $402. College fund is $200. My home warranty is $57. My house account, I generally put aside $200 a month. My life insurance is $49 a month. And for my sinking funds this month, I'm going to add $1,317. For my True Green, it's $80.31. And for my savings challenge, I am going to budget for the highest amount that I could possibly put in. Since I can't predict which numbers I'm going to pick every week for this month, I am going to budget for the highest 4 numbers. Since there's going to be 4 weeks for this month, at least I'm going to break it into 4 weeks. And I'm going to add that number, and then whatever the actual winds up being, I'll address that in my actual down at the bottom at the end of the month. The highest 4 numbers are still available, and they total up to $202. So let me just go through and add this up. So I have 440 plus 402 plus 200 plus 57 plus 200 plus 49 plus 1317 plus 80.31 plus 202. Okay, so this is 29.47 and 31 cents. So I'm just gonna go through just really quickly and just add some lines. The areas where I normally track for my weekly check-in is my allowance and grooming cash envelopes. I check in for those together under personal. I check in for eating out as well as groceries together. And then I also do gas and unbudgeted. So those are the areas that you can expect to see me weekly check in for in a future video once I start my weekly check-ins. And just to give you a glimpse of my month, just on my overview pages, this is how I've seen best to use it as it works for me. On the left-hand side, I just do like my monthly reflection. So that can be anything that I want, either a quote, a picture, scripture, whatever I see fit. I will put that over here, generally off screen after I get done with my month. I'll go ahead and fill this portion in. On the right-hand side, I've changed the birthdays to just bills due. And this is just to highlight the bills that are already on my monthly view, but just to highlight them so I can check them off and make sure, because a lot of my stuff is auto pay, and if I forget to reset a reoccurring payment or something like that, it's easy to be missed. So I just like to make sure that it was paid and then come here and I check it off, as well as when I do my check-ins, I check it out on my monthly spread. Just on this right hand side at the top, even though it says monthly goals, I just created a sticker for it to say monthly goals so that it goes with everything else on the page. And then I just set like 4 goal stickers, and I'll just write in some goals for the month. It could be professional, personal. This box here, I decided to use it for the school schedule, just to make sure that I'm keeping up on any events that may require my attention at school, to check grades or days out, half days, things like that that I need to plan for throughout the month. Reminders can just be a number of different things. It can be appointments, things that I need to get done during the month, and I just want to remind myself when I look at this to make sure that I get those things done. And then I normally just come back at the end as a part of my results video for the month, just to see how well I did, or to make sure that I did anything that was listed. And if not, if it's something that I need to reschedule, I'll just move it to the next month. And so here is my monthly spread. Let me just zoom in a bit. Here's my monthly spread for the month of April. I've already pretty much laid the stickers down just to make sure that that doesn't take time away and cause the video to be unnecessarily long. So just to go over my monthly view, and I didn't say it in the beginning, but the planner that I'm using is the Erin Condren 7x9 Monthly Deluxe, which I truly love. I've been using this planner since about August, a variation of this planner. I started out in the larger 8.5 by 11 size, but quickly I transitioned to this one because it's a little bit more my style. So all the stickers that you see laid down on all of the pages are stickers that I created, and they're available for sale in my Etsy shop. So if you see something that you like, I do have stickers uploaded currently when this video is being taped for April as well as May. March is up, but March is pretty much gone. But if you'd like to purchase a kit for use in the future, you can do that as well. So what I have laid down here is just my overview with my dates. I used some washi tape from the bottom of the kit just to line out the dates that are not going to be used for this particular month. And so since it starts on a Wednesday, I have my date dots down, and I've laid down my bill due stickers for the month, for the days that I know I have bills due. I have my shopping stickers laid down this month on Saturday, which is a change from last month because I had them down on Sundays, but I found that I normally do most of my shopping on Saturdays, so I changed that, and I try to go every other week. And then my laundry stickers I put on Sundays because that's always going to be done on a Sunday. And so I laid those down as well. So what I want to do is just go ahead and fill in my bills due. So on the first, I have my mortgage. And let me make sure, let me look back to March, because that just recently changed. So it's 1347.03. So that's 1347.03. And pretty much all of the bills are on this side. On the 6th is my lawn care. That bill is 8031. Then I have on the 15th is childcare. And although the kids are out of school, I'm still going to plan for it because I normally pay a month in advance. So the April 15th payment is actually for care provided in the month of May. So I'm going to plan for that in the event that the schools do open back up. Right now they're out until April 24th, but if that changes and they do go back to school in May, I just want to plan to pay my child care for this month. On the 20th is my car note, and that's $440. And then on the 21st is my home warranty, and that is $57. And then on the 30th is my life insurance, which is $47. Okay, and so that's my bills for this month. But in addition to that, I also have my paydays laid down because I get paid on a bi-weekly basis. But also I want to lay down my day off stickers, which I also created. I don't have these up in my shop as of yet, but I will be uploading these day off stickers as well. So I just wanted to get that marked down. This is what my monthly view is looking like so far. What I also want to do is grab my legend from last month. This is just a legend on the back of an Erin Condren compliment card because I use my monthly spread to also track my expenses. And so this is just the compliment card that has the different colors that I use. The blue is for allowance and grooming. The green is for eating out and groceries. The yellow is for gas. Lavender is for other, and the red is for unbudgeted. So as I spend, because I am on a cash envelope budget, I do use cash envelopes. As I use money out of those envelopes, I use the corresponding colored stickers to mark those things on the dates throughout my monthly view. So I'm just going to stick that here. And so what I do use is my notes section. And over here, I use the top portion for any variable expenses that I might have throughout the month. I don't like to create an entirely different spread for variable expenses, so I just list any of them that I have here. And these expenses are generally related to buying products that I need for my Etsy shop. I'm also doing a 52-week challenge, which I spoke about last month. And I've been keeping track in my notes section for each week. So each week during my weekly check-in, I pick a number at random, and whatever that number is, I add that corresponding dollar value to my 52-week challenge savings. So for the month of April, the 4 weeks are going to be the 14th, 15th, 16th, and 17th. So I'm just going to jot that down here on the side. So this is going to be 52-week challenge. Right? And it's just going to be week 14, week 15, week 16, and week 17. And when I pick the numbers, I like to keep them here, the dollar value here, so that way I know and can keep track of, in addition to my tracker, how much I need to add to my 52-week challenge savings. Just to show you, I laid out a tracker in my notes section really quickly with the layout for my challenge. I printed this template offline. I didn't keep the address for where I downloaded it from, but if you just Google it, there's a lot of different templates that you can use, but it just tracks how much you should be putting in what week. And just to make it a little bit more interesting, I decided to pick numbers at random and then fund my challenge savings that way. So everything that you see highlighted has already been picked and funded as of the end of month March. So during my weekly check-ins, I'll come to this page, I'll draw my number, and then I'll highlight in the corresponding number for that particular week. So this is what my monthly view is looking like, as well as my overview. I'm just going to fill these things out off screen as I develop my goals and see what's going to be going on for school as I go through the work that needs to be completed. And that's what I'm going to do for the month of April. So I'm getting ready. I'm excited for the new month. There's always something new and there's always a new challenge. So I'm looking forward to it. And so I hope that you guys will come on the ride with me. Everybody stay safe so that we can all get through this. I know this is a tough time for everybody, but stay encouraged. do the things that you love, like budgeting and watching YouTube videos, watching movies, spending time with your family if you have the opportunity. And if you have to go out there to work, please be safe. Remember that we're gonna all get through this. So that's all I have for you for this video. So if you haven't yet, please subscribe, comment, and also like this video if you like the content that you see here today. So I appreciate it, and I thank you, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye now.